environment in which people can live. So it's my desire that the council that I lead, I have the opportunity to lead and the honor, takes responsible decisions of locating our people next to or in places, in areas where there's a conducive environment for human habitation.
Yes.
So I hope I will get that by then.
Okay. Talking about that, when you're on your way to Randfontein, I think that's Sunnyvale area, right? There's shacks right now coming up, and they're moving closer towards the border of Randfontein and the illegal, the dumping site for Randfontein.
Encroaching on Johannesburg as well.
What's happening there? Because again, we will be encountering another issue whereby now there's also sicknesses and all of, because they are quite close to the dumping site. So what are the cities doing in collaboration to make sure, ensuring that the citizens are safe, regardless whether they're informal or whether they are South Africans or illegal? Because a life is a life at the end of the day.
I took a tour there. It's scary.
It is.
And it's sprawling at a very alarming rate. But I must tell you that that's mining land.
Yes.
And thus far, I'm informed, I'm told that the mine has a court order to evict those people. And it remains solely their responsibility to deal with that. And then let's cross that bridge when we get to it. Let's not jump the gun. Let's see what happens after the evictions.
Okay, all right. We shall be watching and catching up on that issue again as it comes around. The Councillor Cemetery, it's been an issue. It's been a topic for a very long time. Families stressed, trying to contact every media house they can because they feel that the city is not doing enough. Obviously there's been the issue of this mayor's in, this mayor's out, then he's back and then he's out again. And now you as the new mayor, you've been in the position now for about 2 months, give or take. However, you were
on Sunday it will be 2 months.
It will be 2 months exactly. However, you've been within the administration. Like, what has been the plan? Do we know what's causing the water to come up?
We've appointed consultants to look at what the challenge is there. But once again, it's acid mine drainage decanting, spatial planning of the past. People say don't continue to talk about apartheid, but these are the ramifications of that system. Where two people place them in areas that are inhabitable once more. But we would like to have a close discussions with families that are affected, whose graves, whose loved ones are resting in those areas where now we're troubled by this acid mine drainage. What are the possible options? To what extent do they agree? Possible solutions, exhumations, and burial places that are suitable for them to be able to visit their loved ones, the resting places. We will be looking at all of those options. For now, I do not have a definite answer.
So for now, you haven't had the chance to speak to the engineers that were brought in, because the previous mayor did mention that they've brought in engineers to check out, and the work is being started, to assess. Have you not had the opportunity to speak to those, surveyors, or you guys are planning on bringing your own surveyors to make sure that, get your own report?
No, the past month was for the establishment of structures of the municipality. There are structures and so on.
Which took a while to get that to order?
When you've got coalition partners, you must appreciate that it's not easy. Because people have different tastes about choices about how the city should be run, choices of different parties. So it's a horse trading arrangement, a serious one. That you've got to get this thing in a way that it's not going to compromise the relationship with your coalition partners. Because after all, nobody can claim to be governing the city. It's a coalition, and we must listen and be able to compromise. So, and all of that takes time. It is for that reason, but we believe that we've done nothing illegal. Within the time frame provided, we have appointed the mayoral committees, your oversight committees, and your mayoral committee, your portfolio committees have now been established, and we are ready now to hit the ground running.
And only then will now be looking for engineers to go and check out the situation there and then start the process.
We are looking at all prospects to make sure that we deal with these challenges that we have in the city, including the one at the cemetery.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Mayor, it's all good and well that you guys obviously are now, got structures formed and planning. Timelines. I know you cannot give a definite timelines, but as a family, if I put myself in a position to say, okay, maybe my loved one is laying there, I would like to know,
Yeah.
We're talking 3 months, talking 6 months, talking a year. How long are we talking here?
Hold the horses. We've just passed the budget.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, 2 days ago.
Yes.
What's going to follow? The administration is busy now developing what we call service delivery implementation, budget implementation lines, which are specific, so to speak, in project management, smart.
Okay.
Yeah. Simple, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. So that's where you're interested.
Yes.
Yeah. All of those things in about 14 to 28 days I'll be signing. Okay. And then you will be having the pleasure of coming to the office and viewing. It will be even at the libraries on the website and everything.
Awesome.
And you can track us on that. What is it that we're doing? Are we working towards achieving those?
Yes.
If we are failing, we should come back again and give you the reasons for the variances.
All right. Exciting times ahead. Exciting times. Mr. Mayor, coalitions.
Yeah.
Hey, they can be unpredictable.
Yeah.
And a bit shaky at times. And so tell me, just between you and me, who is the leader of this coalition? Who's running this one?
Like I'm telling you, it's a marriage. It's a marriage of sorts, if you like.
Okay.
A partnership, a collaboration.
Yes.
Choose whatever way you like. However, in a marriage, there's no senior person, if you would agree. Look, it's not about numbers, if that's your crime. It's about the ability of compromising and reach sufficient consensus on issues relating to service development, regardless of the numbers.
Okay.
Logic is logic.
Okay.
Yeah. And we are 3 partners in this whole thing. If you want to say who is the leader, the leader is the executive mayor of the city. Yeah.
Which is Thupane.
Yours truly.
Okay. And how are you managing your coalition though? I know it's been a short space of time, but so far.
We have a political management team consisting of the coalition partners.
Yes.
And we meet on a weekly basis
to
look at matters of mutual interest and taking this forward.
Awesome. Mr. Mayor, is the city in a healthy financial status? Not at all. And since the budget has been passed, has been agreed upon and passed, can you just briefly, take us through it?
Well, I don't want to talk too much about operational matters because those are both the reviews of mobile things and on which I believe we're on top of our game.
Okay.
In that respect. But we will be rolling out massive infrastructure to give people in rural areas pipes to provide them with water, which will then strengthen our cash flow situation because we're spending a lot of money on tankering water to rural communities in the farms and so forth. Okay. Once we've got the infrastructure and we're able to reticulate water to our people through our infrastructure, not hiring trucks, which come at a hefty price, we will be able to see our cash flow not be compromised. We are assisting people in the western rural node of our rural areas in terms of sporting facilities. In Mogale, they are going to receive a sports complex worth 15 million rands, and the roads, you will see a difference now because when you drive, it's like you're driving on top of a corrugated iron. But we are busy on top of it. We will be, where there's a need to resurface, we're going to do that. But of course, for limited resources, I must say, it will take time. But yeah, you will see a difference during the course of the new financial year, commencing on the 1st of July.
Okay. So you saying that obviously the financial states, what's the plan of the city to make sure that the city gets to where it needs to be financially Obviously, there's also the issue of the 100 million loan.
Yeah.
Is that,
It's not a loan per se.
Overdraft.
It's an overdraft. Yeah.
Straight.
Something in the short term.
Yes.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Okay.
As you get money paid off.
All right. So the plan is to use that 100 million overdraft to get the things done.
Yeah, to get our cash flow.
Get your cash
on
flow.
sound footing, yes.
Okay. And then how are you planning to collect revenue to ensure that you do collect revenue to make sure that you're able to pay back?
I've got the CFO who's robust. I get many people here who 6 million and so on because they now want to make arrangements. They've been told before, pay your account or else we're cutting.
Yes.
So they've been cut.
Okay.
They are knocking on my door every day, but I tell them I'm not going to interfere with administration applying credit control measures. Yeah. So we are on our way of financial recovery. One of the things I must say, if a bit can say this piece, is that one of the sore points is ESCOM.
Yes.
We were told by the past administration that by April they would have finished paying ESCOM and so on. That's I don't know how to describe it, but it's a lie. Because we're owing ESCOM in excess of 260 million.
Sure.
They have threatened to go to court, and their prayer would be to attach the bank account of the city. It will be catastrophic for us. You and I don't want that because it will collapse service delivery completely. Now, there's a scheme that is offered by the National Minister of Finance, and they were saying that if you can prove that you can pay your current account for some time, reduce on the non-essentials, and show serious commitment that you are willing to pay, they will then consider writing off that debt. And we have applied, we've taken advantage of that scheme. We've submitted already our application, and we are making steps to ensure that we comply with the condition of paying the current account. So once we've cleared that one, there should be more money coming into the municipality for use to render services.
In the case whereby a person gets switched off, or maybe a business gets switched off because they did not pay, or they cannot pay, and they still cannot pay.
What are other? Everybody pays almost everyone that they are indebted to. The last person in their mind is the municipality. Remember, we are run as a business.
True.
And we've got to make ends meet as well.
Yes.
So if you can break even, we take the necessary step like any other enterprise to collect what is due to us.
Again, I'm going back to say, if you cut me off and I still cannot pay, and you say you're gonna, and I've got nothing to offer you.
You are liquidated.
Yeah, like I've got nothing to offer you. What are the other plans as the municipality going to put in place to make sure that you still recover some money? Because if there's 10 of us, we're still unable to pay, regardless what you do to us.
There are courts in this land. Go to court.
But the thing is, I still can't pay. The fact is, the municipality will still not have the money because 10 of us will still not pay you.
There are assets that you owe.
I don't have anything. I've got a contract that's worth 10 rand.
No. There are assets, of course. If you run a business, what is a business without assets? It means that's not an enterprise. So, naturally, we expect every business to have assets, such as land, buildings, and so on. So those can be converted to cash, isn't it? So that's where our money is.
True, but I guess it depends on the business, but it's a topic for another day.
Tell me about those dependencies.
Topic for another day.
Correct.
So the previous mayor, Tyrone Gray, had converted the mayoral house to be a GBP center. Are you guys, or are you rather planning on continuing with the same vision?
It's not him, it's council.
Okay. So are you?
It's an asset of the municipality, and nobody can convert any asset of the municipality individually.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's change the words.
Yeah.
The previous administration decided, or rather made
in fact, the current administration.
Oh, is it the current administration?
It's the same councillors. It's the same top. Yes.
All right. So, but then are you guys, with the current administration, are they still within the same vision of the previous, leadership to continue with the mayoral house being a gender-based violence center?
I want to confidently tell you that I've not moved into that house.
Okay.
In fact, it's dilapidated.
Yes, it has been
still
for a while.
Where I stay in my house. I have no desire to use the mayoral residence. Yes, the decision still stands.
Okay.
Yeah. However, if Councillor in its wisdom decides to review the decision and utilize the property for other purposes, it will be their right to do so.
Okay.
In Council. So it's a collective decision that will be taken about that asset.
Okay. But as a mayor,
as it stands,
as a mayor,
yes.
Do you think it's wise to keep it as a gender-based violence center, or would you agree perhaps with whatever other idea?
Yeah, that's a big asset.
True.
We can multi-purpose it.
Okay.
Yeah. Can use it for food security. By the way, it's a heritage site. It's named after Thupane, who was an activist in Botswana, who used to assist people who were exiled and so on to move with their wherewithal and all of that. So, having been named, it was actually opened by former president of Zambia, Kenneth Kaunda. So it tells you that that's a place that you don't dispose. You need to be careful because there are heritage issues there. So one of the considerations is that we can multi-purpose it to be a heritage site to assist people affected by GBV and so forth, small-scale farming, production of food, because there's an SEZ that's coming to the region. Mogale as the anchor. So food security is an issue for us for employment creation and all of that. So all of those are on the table. We look at those. But of course, after engagement and consensus with council.
Okay. Still there, should perhaps the council decide not to use it for gender-based violence, do you think within the city there is another place, a safe place as well, and big enough to accommodate, victims, in lack of a better word, of gender-based violence? Should that not be now?
I don't want to give a sense that we're not going to use that facility.
Okay.
As it stands, it's for gender-based violence. So let's leave it at that.
All right. We'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. Now, there's a scourge of mass unemployment in the city.
47%.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Are there concrete ideas put on the table, to say what can be done, what will be done to tackle
unemployment?
Yes.
There are a number of initiatives. As you live here, I'll be joined by a number of companies. In fact, to this whole day, I'm having presentations with the mayoral committee from various companies. Other presentations will be offsite.
Okay.
We are going to knock off at around 9 p.m. today.
Okay.
Looking at various proposals ranging from the solar farm establishment, your electric. In fact, there is an electric vehicle hub, manufacturing hub already existing in Mogale City.
Okay.
Here at the Taylor.
Functioning.
Yes, it's functioning. I've driven last week in a combi and a sedan.
Okay.
Powered by electric batteries. In the quest to reduce carbon emissions and so on. But in the main, job creation and getting the local economy going. There's a gentleman who's coming with this company here who's proposing a sponsor that we be sponsored by Abu Dhabi to establish a solar farm.
Okay.
Yeah, to get security energy for the city. We're looking at a first ever human settlement in the smart city, which is completely smart. If you like, one day I will take you there. I'm taking members of the mayoral committee there.
To go and check it out.
You talk to for IR. You talk to the house. Say switch on the lights, it does so. Switch on the TV, it does so. It takes the radio to the level of your taste. If it's the kids, they say it's to me in the house. Then the music is different, at different sound levels and so on, volumes. So yeah, there are those exciting developments that are taking place in the city. All of them are geared towards making sure that there's job creation and local economic development. We will be revitalizing the Chambo. There's 90 million set aside in the budget to revitalize Chambo, to give them much needed jobs in the Kagiso area and so on.
Okay. Yeah. With the revitalization of Chambo, again, that one has just been one of those, so irony. For years, there's been political struggles with regards to Chambo. And currently, I went to check it out. I see it's been renovated. Yeah. Is the city renovating it? Is the company renovating? What's happening there?
We must do our part. In the city, we've got business.
Yes.
These are all stakeholders in the picture. We are responsible for infrastructure. They are responsible for taking up assets where they are going to operate. So there's that general partnership together with the Gauteng Department of Economic Development. We are looking at ways of revitalizing the place, and we're putting both human and financial resources to that program.
Yes. What program has been that? Because I know the automotive hub is already operational.
Yes.
Because those used to be what classes? I think that they used to training center, security and so forth.
Yes.
Is it still going to be a training center for that, or is now a different route?
We are looking at ways of expanding the skills that can be provided in that institution without only the automobile ones. Looking at that very artisanal that are necessary skills.
Now those skills going to be taught there. Are the factories around playing their part in ensuring that, what are they bringing to the table? Because there's a lot of factories around the Chambo area.
Yeah.
Are they playing their part in ensuring that, unemployment is tackled,
They are providing employment. Okay, go there and undertake a study to check how many people from Kagiso and Tarsal and even outside Mogale City who are employed in those factories there. It's their part in giving employment to people to spend their rent, livelihoods and all of that.
Yeah.
We appreciate their presence in the area. They are making their contribution. They are paying for those who are paying their services to SAP, Majestic. Yeah. Yes. But those who do not come to the party, they're punitive measures, unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Now, Mabutwane security. After getting people saying, this and that, and accusations are flying all over the place.
Exploitation and that.
Yes. There's issues whereby a couple of times at the Councillor Cemetery as well, there have been attacks.
Yeah.
Of security guards. There was issues of others have been raped. Shots fired. Just recently, 2-3 weeks back, there's still shots fired, and others saying that they don't want Mogale here because it's not doing its job. It's not, helping their staff members and so forth. Like case of exploitation, like you said. Is the city aware of the issue? Because if I understand correctly, the city uses Mogale security.
That's correct.
Have you guys engaged with Mogale? What has been the outcome? What is the plan moving forward to tackle these issues?
Look, I think you would know by now that any municipality has two arms, which is your political and administrative. Matters relating to procurement of security services, if security is privatized, which is the case in the city, those are within the purview of the administration, led by the municipal manager, who is the accounting office. However, it does not completely put us in a helpless situation. However, in intervening, we must follow due process such that we do not, overstep the mandate as a politician. We have requested a session with the municipal manager because we've been around the city to go and consult communities on matters such as these ones. So we've been told that there's going to be next week, I believe, a meeting between the NM and so on, so that these questions can be answered by administration, because they are the ones who are dealing with supply chain matters, and we are in no position to talk directly as the executive or council to Mogale, but the administration led by the municipal manager is then empowered by law to appoint them, and in case they contravene the conditions of the service level agreement, they got to take action against. So we will be keenly addressing it. It's one of the regrettable things that people are getting raped and so on. People are exploited. We will not tolerate that. But we can't be impulsive in taking action.
Okay. We still have the issue of the Zamazamas.
Why don't you talk to Gwede Mandasha about that?
Look, Gwede is too old.
Yeah.
Gwede is old.
So,
and I honestly think Gwede should go and retire. Like, there's a lot of other politics. It's my personal.
When I say Gwede, I mean the department or the portfolio.
Definitely. No,
the Ministry of Minerals.
Yes.
Must deal with and the police.
True. True. However, as much as you can say that, we are still here in Mogale City. You are still in Mogale City. Whilst the pensioners up there are still deciding what they need to do, the city also needs to do, something. We cannot say it's going to leave it to.
We just had the discussion that our resources are stretched. So our ability. Remember, what I'm trying to say is that mining and other issues relating to crime are not our mandate.
Whose mandate are they?
Province and national.
Okay.
And they must play a part.
Yes.
I know it's playing out itself in the city.
Yes.
We're doing what we can. If you are aware, if you follow me on Facebook, that the Mange would know. On regular basis, I wake up at 4 to go and join Operation Mukaimula.
Okay.
To help these things about the Zamazamas. But I don't get the MEC, Mazibuko, to be in the city on regular basis as I would like. But she must be all over the province. There are challenges all over. And when she's not around, I don't have the case pass, I don't have the policemen that are required to go there. You've seen that even the police do not have enough capacity to deal. There's been calls that the National Minister of Defense must step in and bring the Defense Force to come and assist. But we're yet waiting. There were promises and all of the task force and all of that. This thing, just like the Swaneville water issue, it's beyond me and the city.
All right. Yeah. So now what you're saying to me is that in the meantime we'll just sit and wait until...
We are not. When there's a necessity, we provide TLBs, trucks and all of that. Our people from public safety to go and assist in such situations. But I'm saying it's not easy. We are trying to do something about it. It's not going to be an overnight thing once again to deal with the Zamazamas. But so far you can see the levels of illegal mining have drastically been reduced.
All right. So are we now in a case where we're waiting for another shutdown? Because I hear what you say. Look, I hear what you say.
What is a shutdown?
And I understand your...
What is a shutdown?
It's whereby now, listen, look, they use the word shutdown loosely. However, it's whereby now the community is up in arms. They're angry, you know what I mean? Burning. And look, others I know they motivated by other things. But now whereby there was this case of the ladies being raped at the cemetery, right? We don't want to find ourselves again moving into the same space. And I understand what you're saying to say no, the police, the minister and MEC ministry intervene. However, as the city as well, with what the resources we do have. I know you say that
we don't have resources to
but then we talk about people's lives.
That's correct.
We talk about people's lives.
But
are we gonna true, there is also the law, but I'm saying we talk about people's lives, are we gonna say we don't have the resources? Well, I keep the soil.
I would not like to look to you and say I'm telling the pilot I'm going to fly the plane because I'm no pilot. And nor am I not the Minister of MEC for safety or from minerals. I'm a mayor and the law is what is it that I'm expected to do.
But so, also the first citizens and also accountable to the people.
Yes, that first citizen is regulated. And is given resources to fulfill the mandate provided by law. So anything that is not within my purview is just going an extra mile if you see me engaging in it. So I think at times people are barking at the wrong tree. If people march or shut down, they must do it at the union building, it's not here.
But then they know you. They say you are the leader, you are the first citizen, and we're like, it's our mayor, so he must give us the answers. So that's why they come to you. Because they're expecting you to, sorry to cut you, Mr. Mayor. You must understand that with the people on the ground, like you said, there is structures. And to them, you are the bridge, you are the structure to the higher you know what I mean, structure. So we need to come to you, then we're expecting you as the people to say, okay, because that's their thinking. We're expecting you as the mayor to take this message to where it needs to go, so that it can escalate. Because as a person or as a citizen, they feel that I can't just go straight to the mayor. So who do I go to first? To the president. So who do I go to first? The mayor. Then I expect the mayor to take it to the MSC, and then minister, and. You understand?
And that you are doing constantly.
You know.
That you are doing constantly.
According to you, but people don't know that.
We keep on knocking.
Okay.
We do. We tell them. We've been to roadshows recently.
Yeah,
just concluded the party years.
Okay.
We've been telling them that we're talking to all stakeholders involved. Yeah, including, like I was telling you, Department of Home Affairs, the police. The only person that we've not met is Minister Tandimulise.
Okay.
Maybe I'm yet to, because of the busyness in the office, there's a hectic scheduling in the office. But at some point when I have time, I will try finally to go to Pretoria, make an appointment with the Minister of Defence and hear what she has to say about this thing, because it's her mandate to discharge. She can't be sitting in Tshwane whilst I'm here, the people are shutting down the city, which is destroying infrastructure.
True.
That is necessary to assist them to live better lives. But if they start shutting down, taking down traffic lights, clinics, and
burning the
police station in
destroying the towers.
And there's no police station in Mansfield as we speak. You know, I have sleepless nights about the levels of crime in Mansfield now that the police station has been banned. Part of the programs that we're going to is to revitalize the building, put it to restore it to a condition that is that meets the necessary standards, so that the police can reopen. I've had engagements with the NBC, is fine with it. We are making resources available. That's the part we're playing. From our end, with the limited resources that we have.
Well, I hope that since now you are the mayor, you have even more powers and influence to get things done, because I mean, it's been a long time without, you know, a police station in Mansfield. Like I said, there's many other issues we can tackle on, but
I can show you she woke up. There's a report already from the municipal manager's signature to renovate the police station and restore services there.
Perhaps I can put it out to you to say that we would like to be invited, perhaps just to do a bit of tour of these places, and you know, to show exactly what's been happening. Because as much as we are saying it, people are like, okay, it's been said before, it's been said, nothing else is done about it. But I mean, in this zone, but you call on born, meaning people only believe what is here. There we go. Potholes. There are streets in countries where you can't even drive.
They also disturb me. Remember, I'm also a resident in the city.
Yes.
And then I don't use a helicopter. I also use a vehicle to drive around.
So will you also be trying to fix, or will you be fixing the photos at night? You know, and make sure that in the morning when the residents wake up in country, so the photos, they're fixed.
There is because municipalities are so stretched financially, all distressed. The province Department of Transport has embarked on a program, a robust one, to assist municipalities in those. But that does not exonerate us from the responsibility. Now, when we talk photos, we're talking to the community. That's what
that you can handle.
Yes.
You are sure of that one.
Yeah, that we must, without fail.
Yes, definitely.
That we must handle. Resurfacing of roads and all of that. And there's no excuse, because people, when they pay, they expect service.
Yes.
That's what they're paying for, actually.
Yes.
They're not paying for the zamas or any other thing. They're paying for water, grass cutting, upkeep of the town, and the neighborhoods, the roads, water provision, and so on. But those things are also dependent on our behavior as residents of the city. You see these huge wedding functions and so on. People just take these big pins of rod, they nail them onto the road, and that creates a hole. And water penetrates in
that small hole.
That hole is spreading, and then the integrity of the road gets compromised. Eventually, a small pothole, that little pin that people knock onto the road, and almost strange. Everybody, I don't blame them because once again, I will repeat this: that people don't want us to talk about apartheid, and those are the repercussions of apartheid. That we don't have enough space in our stands to erect tents, and we are Africans. We celebrate at home, not at some lofty. And at times we don't afford, most of us, to go to a venue and hire it out for 300,000. Whereas you can get a tent or somebody to put up a tent at 20,000.
Yes.
Where do you do it? On the road.
Yes.
But in doing so, you also leave the municipality with the challenge of an emerging pothole. Yes. Remember, it's 4 in front of one house. Yes. And everybody wants their daughter to get married. Everybody wants to unveil a tombstone. Everybody has a funeral at some point.
The celebration must happen.
Yes. So the stock fairs and all of that. Sometimes we celebrate, there are other things as well, rituals, and so there's always, every weekend, an activity. Yes. And that activity comes with its own results of potholes.
Okay. Fair enough. This one I can't even fault you on, because it's true. It's true. Alright, but then obviously you guys have started working on that.
Yes. Okay. If you see now, even the province is busy on the city. Okay. Yeah. One thing that I wanted to address with you was the initiative by the Premier. He's marvelous. His interventions are starting to work. If you live in Kagisons, I was there at Chief Mogale on the 16th, almost the whole day after I laid the wreaths at the Emancipation monument. Oh, yes. You could see the helicopters which he promised were hovering over Kagiso. What we call Amapanyaza.
Amapanyaza, yes.
Yeah.
They are much visible.
Yeah. So they are making their own, and from their end, they are doing their own contribution. And we appreciate as a city that issues such as vandalism and so on will drop drastically. Yeah.
June is Youth Month.
Yes. It's almost over.
Definitely. But the issues of the youth are never over.
Yeah.
What ideas is the municipality, or rather what structures are there to help the youth in Mogale City? Like you said, just the Youth Month obviously that highlights, but like I said, the problems of the youth are never over.
The youth, I will not articulate issues of the youth from my end.
Yes, yes.
I want to hear them what they want to see in their city. Okay. Because they have a slogan of late that says nothing about us without us.
Yes.
So we are talking to them. We want to see exactly what is it that can be done. Okay. They've said that others are saying a youth officer, others are saying a youth unit, and others are completely opposed to the idea. They are saying, no, just mainstream everything, because every sector department contributes towards youth development and improvement. We are willing to sit down with young people to hear from their end and to tell their story and to have the desired system that will be best suit them.
But the talks have started.
They have started.
Awesome.
We were engaging the youth
as
a sector every time we have roadshows.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So, Mr. Mayor, since you've been in the hot seat,
it's cold.
It's cold?
Yeah.
I don't think it's hard. I mean, there's action. This is where the action is at.
No. Regardless of the action, it remains cold.
But what kind of reception have you received from the residents of Mogale City?
Different reactions.
Okay.
Yeah. Others call me an old man.
Oh, okay. Why?
I don't know if I don't know. They just chose to.
Oh, okay.
It's their right.
Okay.
People have opinions.
True.
Yeah, they're entitled to them.
Okay.
I feel young.
Oh, okay.
16, yeah.
Okay.
That's why I wake up at 4.
Oh, okay.
And sometimes I leave it.
How old, if I may ask?
Me?
Yes.
I will disclose I'm 51.
Oh, okay.
But you say 52.
Okay.
Is that old?
Ish. It depends.
Because people who are old are getting.
It depends. It depends who's saying it. It depends who's saying it. Because 16-year-old will say you're old. You know? But a 60-year-old will say you're young. So something.
I'll tell you, I've used it hard. And my actions are attesting to that.
Oh, okay. No, that's good to hear. Yeah. And what challenges have you encountered so far?
Since
being in the cold seat,
Yeah. You've got people who are malicious.
Okay. In what sense?
Because they're disgruntled about losing power and so on.
Okay.
You get people going to places such as Lemon was saying, doing a bit of showy grass cutting work and say, we're doing it on behalf of the municipality and all of that. Cutting a few 40 square meters.
Okay.
Out of a total of maybe 10,000 square meters.
Okay, I'm hearing shots fired here by the mayor. You're firing shots here.
Yeah. And they are giving people t-shirts.
Okay.
And 100 rands and say, sign a petition. And they know that petition won't work.
Okay.
Their desire is to get a database for next year's election and send SMSs. On registration now, you will see an SMS if you've signed that petition. Don't forget. This message is from the ATM, from the mayor, from the Thupane, the mayor of the city.
Okay.
Go and register. So all of those things, it's actions that are cunning in nature. People walk around the city during weekends. They empty the refuse bins.
Yes.
They throw the rubbish onto the streets, and they say, since you took over, it's dirty. But the CCTV cameras, one of the things that the Premier is doing, assisting us with, are going to do erect CCTV cameras across the city, and people who are doing these things will be dealt with in accordance with the law. So very soon, these things of lawlessness and all of that will come to an end.
And I wish that we'll hurry that and speed up that process of the cameras, because they are really needed.
They approached us about Tuesday. They were talking to the chief of staff to start to put up 3 months if you like, seen in action.
All right. And they've gone live.
Not yet. There were issues about, these things come with other dimensions, such as your employment and so on.
Yes.
And then who gets what. So it's a curveball.
Okay. 2 things before we close. Actually, 1 thing before we close. Homelessness. It's growing at an alarming rate. Do you guys have a plan? And you as the mayor, what do you think should be done or needs to be done, or do you have already an idea of how to tackle the issue of homelessness? Because sometimes it gets dangerous, the desperation from some of the homeless people, because obviously some of them are using substances, drugs and so forth, and others get to smash windows, or they try to grab, because they're desperate and they need to smoke, they need this, they need that. Where are we there?
We still have serious challenges in rolling out housing in the city. Look, I'll give you an example in Mogale.
Yes.
There's agri-village extension tenement which is expected to yield over 1,000 housing units. Just as next to the rail. That project is stopped because of one hotel or a lodge. Because they're saying that they don't want their patrons to be peeped over whilst they are recreating themselves and so on, who are bringing noise, criminals, drug addicts, and all of that, rapists. And all of these things, it's based on race, prejudice and all of that. So there's a court internet. Can you imagine?
Wow.
Stopping a human settlement project. On municipal land, we've made several compromises and so on. And as it stands, materials are there. They will be taken away, because obviously when people see valuables lying foul, so we have that challenge. And prices, there's inflation, prices are escalating and so on. So our ability to roll out gets compromised by some of these things. You go like plot 11, it has been there in the Pine Haven area where there are major evictions. You can't develop the people because you say, no, you are making our properties cheap.
And our properties?
Yeah, unfortunately, we've got all these laws which we don't have control over in the city.
But they also have the right, I guess, because it is private property that they bought, and they don't want the value to go down should they need to sell or otherwise.
But I think we must get a society where we accept that we must coexist as the rich and the poor. Because we go on one planet. If we had the money, we would buy them a planet to go and live their lavish lifestyles there without us bringing our shacks and so on.
Well, that is a dream for many, but it's yet...
We are here, and they've got to live with that the poor are here. That is why in front of every lavish estate, there is a informal settlement, unfortunately. Because we need the jobs in that estate. We need to go and clean, do their washing and everything. We do their gardening and so on. But in the evening when they are having their sundowners, they don't want to see us. But we are the ones who clean their homes. So let's accept to coexist.
True.
But yeah, I think the challenges as policy makers think differently.
Yeah.
We will get to that point where everybody is accommodated and they have the right to exist.
All right. Mr. Mayor, I can talk to you the whole day. I know we ran out of time.